Hello and welcome. My name is Keelan Banks, and this is my wife, Anna Banks. Today is January the 1st, 2019, and one of our New Year's resolutions is to help people more with their health. And two big ingredients to being healthy is diet and exercise. So we're going to make videos showing you what we eat and what we train, why we train. We're going to talk about the science behind it. We're going to show you the results from what we do and our experience, but we are in no way experts. Now, we've read a lot of studies, we've read a lot of books, watched a lot of YouTube videos, but all this information is anecdotal. It's based on our experiences. You may have different results, but for the most part, the human body is pretty similar. You know, you may be more of a heavy set kind of person, more of a light set kind of person. Anyways, going into detail, this is a short video. We're going to get better at these as we go, so it is not perfect, but I won't hesitate anymore being involved in an online discussion about health. So, January the 1st, what exercises did we do? We went to the gym and we did 5 shoulder exercises, about 4 sets each, and we did 2 ab exercises, about 4 sets each. You know, we did an oblique exercise, so we did 1 each side, so 4 each side, which would be 8 total. But if you're feeling good, go for it. Go to the gym, hit it hard, crank it out. We're going to talk more in detail about exercise, about rep ranges, about cues to help you stay in the right form while you're lifting heavy, while a weight is trying to crush you. You need to also think about your form, because if you're not thinking about your form and you're just swinging weights around and not really worried about your range of motion, not really worried about time under tension, these are all scientific things that you can easily research online. If you're not thinking about these things and you're just moving weight, you're not going to get the same results. And we're going to talk about that in detail. I'm probably going to talk more about the exercise kinds of things, and Anna, my wife, who loves to cook, is going to show you a lot of the vegan recipes that we use and eat daily. I'm a little bit more of a picky person. She is a little bit more of a objective, healthy person. So the recipes should cover the whole gamut between junk food vegan to super healthy, no salt, no sugar, no oil vegan. But without further ado, let's get to our January 1st shoulder and ab exercises. This first exercise is the overhead shoulder press. Is one of the big lifts people talk about. So you've got the bench press, you've got the deadlift, you've got the barbell squat, and the overhead press. This is the big compound exercise for this session. So we warm up with this, 2 warm-up sets, 3 working sets. We try to go heavy. That's what we're doing here. One of the things to look out for on the shoulder press is you want to tighten your lower abs. You don't want to bow your back. And I struggle with this personally because I don't have a lot of shoulder flexibility. But Anna has some great shoulder flexibility, as most women will have great shoulder flexibility because they spent their whole life fixing their hair. So she's going straight up and down, and she's keeping her spine pretty neutral. I really struggle with it. Next up is rear delt raises. So you need to be at parallel. Your back needs to be as parallel to the ground as you can. You can lock your knees or you can bend them. But you're just trying to work the back part of your shoulder. It's called the rear delt. So here's me doing my rear delt raises. You can see I'm bending my knee, I'm leaning over a bench, and I'm trying to lift heavy. And my form kind of suffers here. I'm probably lifting too heavy here, but I was feeling a good pump, and my back is not very parallel. I'm basically just trying to throw my arms back as far as I can. So probably need to go down on the weight here, but that's what this is all about. You need to look at yourself and see what you're doing and do better. Up next is
lateral raises with the cable. Now, the difference between a dumbbell lateral raise and a cable lateral raise is a different resistance curve. So this is technically going to be different. So you need to mix it up. The trick here is really control every aspect of the movement. The isometric, so the going back down, even a squeeze at the top really helps. So also flex those lower abs. You don't want to bow your back. Up next is the face pulls. It's technically a rhomboid exercise, which helps with your posture, but we've thrown it in on our shoulder day because we've really done the stuff we've already wanted to do. So this is a great exercise that you should try to fit in either on your back day or your shoulder day, because it really helps with posture and really helps with the rhomboid, which doesn't get worked that much. Also on face pulls, you can switch up your hand position at the end of the rep. You can have your palms facing forward or facing your face or facing down towards the ground. So I mixed it up. You can kind of see it there. This is the end of a set, and I'm trying to crank it out. Next up is an incline dumbbell chest press. Now this is hitting the chest and the front delt, the front part of the shoulder that faces forward. This is not necessarily a shoulder exercise, but this is a nice compound exercise. This is hitting a lot of muscles. So we threw it in here as the last shoulder exercise to really hit that front delt. But a lot of people's front delt is worked on the chest day because the chest bench press is a compound exercise that uses a lot of the front delt. So it doesn't need a whole lot of special attention on shoulder day, but we can hit it right here in an incline chest press. I'll say two more things about the incline dumbbell chest press. Number one, if you saw there how I got the weights up, if you're lifting heavy, you'll see a lot of guys will kick it up with their knee. The second thing I want to say is just like the overhead press, you can bow your back too much. I'm bad about this, so I really try to focus several times in the middle of the set to flex my lower abs. Make sure I'm not kicking my spine out of a neutral position. So watch for that. Okay, that's it for shoulders. Now we're on to abs. First up on the ab exercises is the wood choppers with the cables. I always never know what to do with my thumb. So the idea is you pull the weight out, you face opposite, you keep your arms straight, and you control the weight with your core. And this is hard. Your form will get better as you keep doing it. It'll get sloppier as you get tired. So it's just try to do the best. Try to think about your abs. Try to really focus on. A lot of ab exercises are about focusing on the contraction and focusing on the eccentric motion, the other half of the rep. So real quick, just showing you the other side. You want the cable to be at about hip height. As you can see, I'm kind of all over the place here. Nobody's perfect. We're just all trying to get some six packs. Come on. Now Anna has a different technique for gripping. She doesn't do that. She does this instead. Whatever works for you. take a step out away from the cable machine, face your feet away from you, and keep your arms straight. Control the weight with your core. Last but not least is the weighted crunch. Now, this machine is one of my favorites because the seat curls up with you. A lot of them won't do that. The big thing to focus on when you're doing a weighted crunch on a machine at the gym is to think about your core, think about your abs the whole time. At peak contraction, you want to squeeze, like you're trying to crack a nut with an ab muscle, and you want to fight the eccentric. Now, besides this first rep, I'm going to go faster than Anna, but I'm going to do more reps. So it's not about a number, it's more about getting that burn. You want your abs to be on fire for this. So whether you use your arms a lot to contract initially and then really fight the isometric going back up, whatever gets your abs on fire. That's it for us. We have a lot more ideas, a lot more topics to discuss. So we'll see you soon. Be healthy, be happy.